Insurance agents Michael Webster and Denise Brown from Cayman Insurance Center, specializing in life and property insurance. Don't take chances with your family's future.
And now, The Business Buzz, an insightful and fresh take on a variety of issues that impact the local business environment. This is where we address the business topics that matter. Here's your host, Sabrina Turner.
Good morning, Cayman, and welcome to Radio Cayman's Business Buzz. I'm your host, Sabrina Turner, and the Business Buzz is proudly sponsored by Cayman Medical Supplies. Give them a call, 949-6211, and also Cayman Insurance Center, celebrating 45 years in the Cayman Islands, specializing in property, life, and other lines of insurance products and services. To guest today, yes, we start from 7:30 until 8, and then our second segment runs from about 8:15 to around 9. I am pleased to have in studio with me, and as we put the spotlight on Cycle Cayman, Mr. Daniel Powery, manager, and Miss Darla Dilbert, co-owner of Cycle Cayman. You may say, did she say Darla? But then the one that has eclipse? Yes, same one. Same one. It is a pleasure to have you both in studio this morning, and welcome to our show.
Thanks,
Good morning,
Sabrina.
and thank you for having us.
Thanks so much.
Sure. Well, I hope I learn more about what's in store and what we're going to get out of this conversation. Tell us more. Give us an overview of Cycle Cayman and how this idea even came about, from hair to cycle.
Travel.
Good. Go, girl. I've been hearing a lot of that. Yes.
Yeah, no, I mean, I travel quite a bit, personally and for work. And every city or larger town that I went to had a similar type of concept. And I end up having a massage, as I normally do when I do these travels, because I'd like to see what's happening out there. Mm-hmm. And my masseuse told me that's how he got back and forth to work in a major city. This was Montreal this time. And I thought, what a great idea. Cayman needs something like this mm-hmm. because we have such a congestion with, traffic and cars and all that. Transportation is in, major havoc right now. We need to do something to pull us out of that. So, yeah, that's how it really kind of started.
So while you were supposed to be getting this massage, here you were, an entrepreneur, and you were right there. That's why
it's really hard to shut out when I'm having that massage,
To me, it's a waste of time doing a massage because my brain is all over the place. Share some information on the main aim of the company then and the type of bikes that are available.
Okay, so the bikes that we have available are called basic cruisers. Mm-hmm. So they're one-speed bikes, basic bicycles. In essence, the way the locking mechanism works is really what makes the product unique. So the product actually works with an app called Movatic. Mm-hmm. You use this app to log in using your personal details. It accepts your card payments, processes payments securely, and allows you to unlock the bike at any of our given stations across the island.
Do you think Grand Cayman is ready for this type of transportation option?
It's a good question. We feel like it's definitely, we would say it's ready, definitely, and it's definitely going to be needed over time, we should say.
I personally think, and I agree with Daniel, that we're still, playing, especially, residents and locals, right. Playing with it a bit. But tourists is going to be our main targets for now. When I say target, I don't mean that in a bad way. Mm-hmm. But those are going to be the persons that are coming on the island that are more known to this type of system. Right. Mm-hmm. And we definitely need it. And more and more, everywhere I go. I was just in Key West last weekend. Bikes everywhere, everywhere. Mm-hmm. And it's such a good thing to see because not only is it good for transportation, but it's a great health avenue, to go down. So, I think we're ready. Not as ready as we need to be, but we're getting there.
Yeah, and that comes with education and time. Sabrina, when you talk about whether or not we need it, you have to consider the fact, that our carbon emission rate is one of the highest in the Caribbean. If you look at the stats that the government published in the last couple of years, the amount of the cars that we are importing right now is through the roof. The actual rate of emissions and so forth is through the roof. If we continue down the track that we are currently projected to, I don't think it's going to end pretty for ourselves and our descendants.
Not if we're going to 100,000 people.
Yeah.
You know how much more cars that's going to bring?
Exactly.
You're going to need more bicycles.
So, I think this venture aligns with that type of mentality.
And the mere fact that you're getting in ahead almost, of the game aligns you quite nicely. You can the sky's the limit.
Right.
Foresight.
Right.
So how much research went into developing the content, including, let's talk about the app and walk us through this Movatic app setup.
Okay.
For those who may be like, you got bicycles working now by app? What do you mean?
Yeah. Well, put it this way. We tested quite a few products. A lot of people think that, we started doing this last week because you saw the bikes last week. We've been doing research now for over a year, roughly 14 months now. There's various products available on the market. If you go to the U.S., for example, you'll see things like Uber have a biking facility called Jump. They have their own platform. Lyft, another similar competitor, have their own platform. They have Lyft scooters. So we stringently tested the Movatic app. We found that the capabilities it offered really cater toward our specific needs on island. And the rest is pretty much history. We moved forward with it. We started working with the right people to start pushing out the locations we wanted, and
found the right vendors.
Yes. I was going to ask that question. How did you find people embracing your idea, understanding that it's really not here, but yet you're way ahead of everybody else.
Right.
And here you are coming with a new venture, and then all they're probably seeing is a bike rack full of bicycles in the front of their place. Yeah. How was that how are you able to sell that?
For the most part, we've been we've had a lot of support. I would say most people could are more forward thinking, and they realize, mainly because we're living in the state that we are, as in most of us experience the traffic every morning, every evening. It's not a hard sell.
It's true.
So we've had a lot of support, I would say, both from government and...
I was going to say, even with our, government officials at different meetings, you can see that their brains are thinking, what a great idea. How we're going to get it going, type of thing.
Yes.
Where can we put it? And we've had really good support, I would say, not only in that capacity, but from people in general who have moved to the island, not necessarily locals, but have been also exposed to similar concepts, especially Europeans. And they, they're like, yes. But our thing now is to get the more locations added on to our fleet. So
curveball here, maybe to you, sir. What do you think for those persons who may be having it in the back of their minds that Cayman is descending to a different low now, when it's bicycles versus Ferraris and Bugattis? They want us to look like Japan or something. What would you say to those who may have that way of thinking?
Yeah, and you'll have those people. I mean, everyone is entitled to their opinion, What I would say is, we have to really look at the solid facts that are available to us. We might not have a full overview of everything that we need, but we do have some facts, and those are the ones that, I talked about briefly a little earlier with the emissions, the rate of growth, not only in our population, but in our car and vehicle population. I mean, you're actually seeing, I guess I pay attention closely to what's available on the market, and you're seeing other similar ventures coming up with cars and shared car ventures and different stuff. And it's really something great to see, because I just don't see how we can, if you look at it logically, we can't sustain this rate of growth. And I mean, it's nothing wrong with owning a Ferrari.
But how much of us can afford it on $6 an hour or less?
That's what I was just going to say.
It's just thought-provoking.
Right. We're not going to be able to we can't look at the persons that can't afford that Ferrari. Or, how far can you really take a Ferrari
on this island?
On Cayman, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, so...
His response is goat, though.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And
that's why I brought him on board with this, because, young, entrepreneurial, hungry.
That's right.
That made me blush, guys.
Caymanian.
Why not? You're in tune to Radio Cayman's Business Buzz as we put the spotlight on our first guest this morning, Cycle Cayman, speaking with Miss Darla Dilbert and Danielle Powery, both owners of Cycle Cayman. Now, this is recently open. When did you get really off the ground?
End of May. Just roughly 7 weeks ago now?
Yeah.
7 or 8 weeks ago now.
And how has it been embraced thus far?
It's actually picking up quicker than we thought because, to be honest with you, Sabrina, the hardest part or the most time-consuming aspect of this is getting the locations and access to locations that we need because obviously if you're drilling your bikes on land, you need permission from the owners of that property.
Yes.
So that has taken some time. So we actually have started out with 2 locations. We're expecting another before the end of this month. We just actually signed the contract for that. So it's going great, but based on the size alone, we kind of didn't have high expectations. We thought, it'd take more time to pick up, but almost every weekend we're getting active system going, active rentals, and people are signing up. Yeah,
nice.
It's surprising because the way we thought about it. We're Caymanians. We know that people are. We know our people, and we know the way that we think. So we kind of thought it would take more time
to get onto it.
To our people, yeah, exactly.
But
exactly.
Have you looked at the dynamics of those locals who are using your product? Is it the millennials or is it people like me and Susan? Not.
Actually, it's a mixture.
It's a combo, yeah.
Nice.
From
Tends
what
to be
we've
a
noticed,
combo.
yeah, we've had groups come out too, and
So like mother-daughter kind of situations, or like it's definitely different mixtures. It never seems to be one person. That's one key thing we've noticed. It's always in pairs or groups, and
That's nice.
yeah. So
Good for you. Congratulations to you both.
yeah.
Now it's time to pay the bills. We're going to take a little break in a few seconds, I've been told. So let's continue. Where are your 2 locations right now?
Cayman Bay.
Cayman Bay.
Yes, one is right in front of the building that has Scotiabank, just off the 3-lane roundabout. It's hard to miss as you drive right into Cayman Bay, just off that roundabout. And then the other location is at the tip of the Cayman Bay Bridge, just opposite the Royal Palms beach bar there.
Okay. Yeah. What kind of fees are we looking at when renting one of your bicycles?
Right now, the fee structure is hourly base. So we start at $7.99 an hour US. Going up to 8 hours, which at each hour increment actually decreases by a slight amount. So we go from $7.99 for 1 hour to $20.99 for 3 hours, and the pricing goes up from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any membership opportunities available if you want to join a club or something and you really get discounts? I see. Darla's going crazy over here.
We've actually had a lot of inquiries about this recently, and we will be pushing out a membership more so geared towards locals, more cost effective.
Yes.
So what we're planning to do right now is offer a monthly membership subscription of $22.99. That's US. And with that subscription, you'll get between 75 to 80% off of your one-off hourly rental. So, for example, I think the numbers work out to be $22.99 for the month, and then instead of $7.99 US, you actually end up paying less than $2 US per rental. And with that, if you do the math on that, if you rent at least 3 hours a month, the numbers you start saving very, very quickly. So.
Now let's talk about the benefits of your solar-powered bicycle system and how it, we dabbled into it a little bit about the impact that it's having on our environment and everyone. Can you go a little bit more in depth than that?
No problem, Sabrina. Okay, so the actual locking mechanism is what's solar-powered. The bike itself is a cruiser, a normal bike, but the locking mechanism is where the magic happens. So, the fact that we could put something out there, it actually generates energy from our environment. It's pretty fascinating stuff if you think about it. It's pretty incredible, and we don't have to pull anything from our resources here. The actual lock as well, the way it works, when you approach it with a cell phone and you're going to unlock the bike, the solar-powered lock syncs with your phone, syncs with the Bluetooth on your phone, creates a GPS type of situation. So the bikes are being tracked in real time, provides data about the ride. It's pretty useful stuff, this off.
So what if somebody goes over their time?
Okay, so if at the increments we currently provide, so for example, if you wanted to rent for 1 hour, $7.99, and you go over that hour, the next billing period automatically starts. Now, if for some reason, we've had situations where people want to do an hour, but they have problems with the lock. They go over 30 seconds or 2 minutes, 5 minutes, trying to fight for, it's the first time. It's a new concept. They'll message in the app. There's an option to submit like a message, and they'll say, I was double charged. Is there an issue? Blah blah blah. And I'll talk to them about the issue, and I'll just refund them.
Easily resolved.
Yeah,
and you know what? We've even done it without them messaging us, because we've seen that happen. And we know, like we said, it's a new concept, and sometimes you're not quite that quick as you like to be. You know how people like to take it to the last minute.
Yeah. I know our people.
It's like, so it's like an hour and it's like 59.
Yeah.
I've seen some like 59 minutes and 30 seconds and stuff. I was like, oh, that's close.
Okay.
Kind of close there, buddy. All right.
It's all about Cycle Cayman on Radio Cayman's Business Buzz this morning, that is proudly sponsored by Cayman Medical Supplies and Cayman Insurance Center. We'll be right back after these short messages.
The Cayman Islands boasts of a long, colorful, and rich history. In tribute to our roots, Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands, is pleased to bring you the Historical Vignette Series, sponsored by Cayman National Bank. Visit Cayman National Bank today for all of your financial needs. The Cayman Islands, he hath founded it upon the seas.
On November the 23rd, 1935, under the direction of Commissioner Allen Woosley Cardinal, Grand Cayman saw the installation of the first telegraph station, followed by Cayman Brac in 1936, through a joint venture with the Cuban government. The building was funded and constructed by the Cubans, and equipment paid for by subscribers and Cable and Wireless Limited. During the opening ceremony, a telegraph message was received from Governor of Jamaica, Sir Edward Denham, and the islands sent their first telegraph to King George V.
Radio Cayman's historical facts vignettes are proudly brought to you by Cayman National, with branches on all 3 Cayman Islands. Visit Cayman National Bank today for all of your financial needs.
When you need stability, think Business of the Year.
Considering a new career opportunity, think Best Place to Work.
When dependability matters, think Outstanding Workforce.
In need of a reliable financial partner, think Bank of the Year.
When you seek excellence, think Cayman National.
No matter how many accomplishments we achieve, we always set the bar higher. That's why we are the most awarded bank in Cayman, and we are proud to be your
2018 Bank of the Year.
I'm Michael Webster.
And I'm Denise Brown of Cayman Insurance Center.
Family is not the most important thing, it's everything.
And for 45 years, we have worked with the community and their families on protecting themselves for the future.
Whether it's providing top-rated life insurance
or protecting your family's household investment.
From our family to yours, we understand and we care.
I'm Denise Brown. Call me at 814-7229.
And I'm Michael Webster at 925-5433.
We are Cayman Insurance Center,
specializing in property, life, and other lines of insurance products and services at an affordable rate. We are Michael and
Denise at Cayman Insurance Center.
Call today.
Oh gosh.
Don't let the stress of taking care of loved ones get you down.
Home care, now made easier with Cayman Medical Supplies. 100% Caymanian owned. Cayman Medical Supplies now stocks a wide range of home care supplies. Hospital beds, all types of wheelchairs, including beach access wheelchairs, lifts, commodes, shower chairs, walkers, Curad brand orthopedic supplies. Free blood glucose monitors with the purchase of 1 pack of test strips, blue underpads, and a whole lot more.
Need home care convenience? Drop by Cayman Medical Supplies at 93 Smith Road, Windward Center, or call 949-6211. Free delivery.
Excuse me, I noticed you from afar.
Really? Me?
Well, not you. The KFC sandwich you're eating.
Oh, Zinger.
Sorry, I'm not trying to be funny.
No, it's called the Zinger Sandwich. Crunchy, juicy, 100% chicken breast, crisp lettuce, sweet mayo on a seeded bun with a little zing. KFC's chicken is not factory breaded, frozen and refried like the Burger Boys. Customize your KFC Zinger and dip it in barbecue sauce.
Wow, now I'm starting to notice you too.
KFC, it's finger licking good.
Welcome back to the Business Buzz, the business topics that matter, an insightful and fresh take on a variety of issues that impact the local business environment. Business Buzz.
Welcome back to the Business Buzz as we keep the spotlight and hearing more about Cycle Cayman, which is a solar-powered bicycle system that not only aids the environmental and green initiative, but also provides a great option to stay physically active. The company launched its operation out in Cayman Bay Town Centre in May of this year with 10 bicycles and 14 docking station. In studio with me, telling me more about, and you, about this new venture, Cycle Cayman, is Mr. Daniel Powery and Miss Darla Dilbert, both owners of the company. Very informative and forward-thinking, and I know that this will do great. Now, what about
Thanks, Sabrina.
Day passes and that sort of stuff? You can get day passes? Are you offering that?
Not currently, just because of some of the constraints on the system. They didn't work exactly how we wanted it to. So we offer up to 8 hours, actually, for pricing. So you could do, a working day, I guess you could say, up to 8 hours. Yeah.
Do you feel that there are significant bike lanes that riders can ride safely, or do we need more lanes on the roads?
Absolutely more.
Absolutely
more. But the good news is that seems to be in the works, and quite with the NRA and, Darton himself with all the roads that he's putting in. So for sure it's coming. And it's going to be better for everyone, us and the general public.
Yeah, we're very aware of the safety issues, especially doing this type of venture. Unfortunately, Sabrina had a direct coworker of mine pass away last year from a bicycle accident. And it affected me to the point that we almost didn't move forward with this venture. But it more so instilled the need to really promote proper safety, proper regulations on the road, etc. So it's of the utmost importance to our venture, for sure.
Now, how important is customer feedback to your business and also insights from TripAdvisor?
Oh, well, at this stage, definitely stages of infancy that we're at. Customer feedback is wonderful. We're constantly getting messages about, well, as I said off air, getting messages, do you guys have a subscription? Where else are you going to be located? Why don't you try this, XYZ? So it's great to be able to communicate with the customer base directly, even though it's not a face-to-face type business.
You're still connected some way.
We're still connected. And then we get a lot of feedback on social media as well. So
we're asking for testimonials too for those of you that have gone out there and ridden the bikes and enjoyed some group time, family time. So
our handle on Facebook is @CycleCayman, and our handle on Instagram is the same, @CycleCayman.
Now, what is it like managing a business such as Cycle Cayman, and how do you overcome the challenges that you least expect? Because I'm quite sure you'd see different tricks of the trade as people try to evade or go around getting billed for a little bit more.
Cuddle Aunt Darla.
Don't tell her the truth.
That's my job, the mentor.
We take it as it comes at this phase right now, and we use discretion and kind of experience, I guess. Yeah.
For sure. I mean, you being in business for so many years, you see everything. So you just learn to know that the customer is always right, and you try your best to deal with what it's coming forward to you in a professional way.
I'm just learning as I go here. So
now, what if people are hearing you on this show and see an opportunity to promote and brand their business because of your moving bicycles? If a business is interested in having even their logo displayed on your bikes, are you able to make that happen?
Definitely. Actually, we have just signed a temporary agreement with our first company to do that. I'm not going to say who it is on air just yet, but they will be out, and you'll be able to see them on any of our social media, website, etc. very soon. But yeah, we offer the opportunity for adverts on the physical bikes itself. They're displayed on the basket panels on the back of the bikes. It's quite easy to see as soon as you can't miss it as soon as you see the bikes. Eclipse logo is actually there as well. So that was easy. That was an easy win.
Did you ever see that other side of the business coming along, or you were just looking at the bicycle side of the business?
Oh, definitely. We have plans for that.
Luckily, we looked at all the different avenues during our research time.
Right.
We haven't just picked up and done this overnight. We really tried to do our homework. Not that we, are perfect in the venture. No doubt we will make improvements over time, but,
I'm quite sure Aunt Darla is still making improvements on Eclipse.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. So, learning and growing.
Exactly. Yeah. What advice would you offer to young people who may be thinking of starting a business in general?
Go for it. Do your research. See where you could capitalize, and really do your homework and get the qualifications you need, get the certifications you need, and start to move forward. In life, you really get out what you put in, I guess. It sounds a little cliche, but it seems to be the way things actually operate. So,
what can we expect from the company the remainder of the year? Do you see yourself opening up other locations? And I have to go here, taking it back home. Is there opportunity for this type of service over in the BRAC?
Yes.
There you go.
Well, definitely we have, like Daniel said earlier on board, a few more locations coming up before the end of the summer. And yes, we do feel that Cayman BRAC could definitely do with something like this.
And we don't want to forget Little Cayman either.
Absolutely not.
The little one.
The little one.
So in the long term, for sure.
Yes.
Once we've got, a lot of our locations set in Cayman, for sure we've looked at our other two islands.
Excellent.
Our beloved other two islands.
Now, what is the best way to learn more about Cycle Cayman? And this is an opportunity for you to recap and leave with our listening audience what you want them to take away from this interview this morning.
Yeah. So the quickest way, Sabrina, is to go on our website, cyclecayman.com. Additionally, we have a Facebook page, as I mentioned earlier. The handle is @CycleCayman. Instagram, same thing, @CycleCayman. If you have any specific questions you'd like to ask us, you could find us or contact us directly at info@cyclecayman.com.
Well, I want to thank you both. And this is another great example as to how innovation and entrepreneurship can come together to benefit the Cayman community. And I want to wish you both continued success. Congratulations on your new business venture. And I'm quite sure you'll be back on here giving us updates in the future.
Thanks so much, Sabrina. Thanks for having us.
It has been a pleasure speaking with Mr. Powery and Ms. Darla Dilbert. And we want to thank them for sharing with us and allowing us to put this spotlight on Cycle Cayman. Again, all success to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for more of the Business Buzz after the 8 o'clock news, sports and weather update. Get the Business Buzz is proudly sponsored by Cayman Medical Supplies. Give them a call, 949-6211. And also by Cayman Insurance Center, celebrating 45 years in the Cayman Islands, specializing in property, life, and other lines of insurance products and services. Over to you, Susan.
Thank you, Sabrina. And studio time now by Price Right is 7:59.
Price Right is Grand Cayman's warehouse shopping superstore, making your dollar go further with huge savings and no membership fees. Get more of the things you use every day at the right price. But it's not just grocery and health and beauty. Price Right has a full range of products from office to automotive, patio furnishings to kitchen appliances, and even electronics. And since warehouse prices mean savings for you, everything is priced right at Price Right, Grand Cayman's warehouse shopping superstore.
Radio Cayman, maintaining the innovation.
On a daily basis, making it easy to connect with you, our listeners. Add us to WhatsApp today, 925-3261. That's 925-3261.
Radio Cayman.
Send a text or voice note.
Can I send a request, please?
You don't really have to ask us. Just send a request.
This is a shout out to my ex.
Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands.
Radio Cayman, maintaining the innovation.
The voice of the Cayman Islands.
89.9 FM in Grand Cayman and 93.9 FM in Cayman Brac and Little Cayman.
Silver wings shining in the sunlight.
Radio Cayman.
Access. Information. Your community. News and information. Radio Cayman is your choice, your voice for today's biggest news. Radio Cayman.
With your latest news, I'm Karsley Fuller. One of the few remaining examples of a traditional Caymanian-style cottage from the 1800s is finding a new home. Radio Cayman's April Cummings reports.
When the news came that it was time for the next phase of the Citrus Grove office complex on Goring Avenue to be built, the question of what to do about the Clayton-Nixon home became a very real concern. That's why the Ministry of Culture, the National Trust for the Cayman Islands, and a group of heritage stakeholders teamed up together, developing a plan to relocate the structure to the Mission House property in Boddentown. Deputy Chief Officer in the Ministry of Culture, Nancy Bernard, said the developer's representative, NCB Group, brought the matter to the culture and heritage organization's attention. In particular, recent NCB Caymanian University graduate Allie McRae. She says sometimes it only takes the passion of one person to trigger this type of initiative. The developers paused activity for months to give the group time to get the logistics in place. So the next steps for the Ministry of Culture now, awarding the relocation job contract, working with the Public Works Department to seek planning permission, and developing a medium and long-term plan for the use of the house after relocation. April Cummings, Radio Cayman News.
And it's a trip down memory lane for former students of Old Savannah Schoolhouse. More from Radio Cayman's Shanda Gallego.
The Savannah Schoolhouse first opened its doors to welcome local children on September 12, 1940. Residents and visitors recently took a walk down memory lane during a special open house event hosted by the National Trust of the Old Savannah Schoolhouse. Guests were treated to small group tours and a recorded interview of several former students of the schoolhouse.
My name is Charles Watler, and I attended Savannah School here in 1949.
My name is Alita Soto, me, Borden. I started school at the age of 8.
My name is Albert Hisla. I started school in 1945 at the age of 7.
During the interview, students shared what it was like attending the one-room schoolhouse undertaken by local craftsmen, supervised by Will Wallace Borden, head carpenter.
We all sat in groups. Girls on the right, boys on the left.
That's right.
And the oldest one sat in the back.
When I was going there, I think we were the last set of students to go through. Mm-hmm. We had a class, the schoolhouse was divided in two, it was like the kindergarten, I guess, the younger ones, and my sister and her group was above in the other half of it. It was two students, Miss Clark and Miss Florence West.
One teacher was all we had.
Yes.
Or at least one.
In later years, they did have Ms.
Later
West.
on, they had it.
In later years, they had Ms. West, Florence West.
I never went.
Oh yeah, I didn't go to her, but they had it.
But that was after I left.
Yeah, that was after I left too. Yeah, Miss Fielding had her.
Yeah.
The row of desks, the bottles of ink and dip-in pens, the schoolteacher's desk and blackboard were all strong reminders of days gone by for the students. According to the National Trust, for many children, the former education they received at the Savannah School was all that they would get, but it served them well as they moved out into the world. This schoolhouse served the Cayman community for 41 years. The schoolhouse was eventually replaced by the modern Savannah Primary School, located just behind it, and was destined for demolition, but its former students stepped in and petitioned for it to be saved. The schoolhouse was restored in 1987 by the National Trust. Reporting for Radio Cayman News, I'm Shanta Gallego.
Now with a check of international news, here's the BBC, which will take us out of the newscast. I'm Karsley Fuller from Radio Cayman's newsroom.
BBC News with Jerry Smith. The German Defence Minister, Ursula von der Leyen, has set out her priorities if confirmed as President of the European Commission. She told Euro MPs that she would tighten control of illegal migration and called for Europe to become climate neutral by 2050. The two surviving members of the Apollo 11 programme will be reunited shortly at the NASA launch pad, where the first manned mission to the moon began exactly 50 years ago. Buzz Aldrin and Michael Collins will meet at the Kennedy Space Center in Florida to commemorate the mission. A Malaysian court has heard that the former Prime Minister, Najib Razak, spent more than $800,000 in one day at a jeweller's in Italy. Afterwards, Mr. Najib, on trial for money laundering, said it had been spent on gifts for members of a foreign royal family. He did not name the royals involved. BBC News.
Access and information. What's happening in your community? News and information, music and more. You can find us. www.radiocayman.gov.ky. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Radio Cayman is your choice, your voice for today's biggest news. Radio Cayman.
From happy beginnings to happy ever after.
Brit K protects your lifestyle with the best insurance cover at the best possible price.
Health insurance with far-reaching benefits.
95% of claims settled in 5 days.
Low-cost life insurance.
And investments.
Security in retirement.
With a custodian pension plan.
For happy beginnings and a happy ever after.
Visit BritK.ky or call 949-8699.
BritK, where people come first.
Summer means sunscreen, a lot of it. But this year, you can make the reef-friendly choice in sunscreen. At Healthcare Pharmacy in Governors Square and Grand Harbour, you can find Ocean Potion and Australian Gold Botanical Sunscreen. Ocean Potion is reef-friendly, oxybenzone-free, antioxidant-enriched, and contains no added parabens. Australian Gold is also phthalate-free, hypoallergenic, and was not tested on animals. So make the right choice in sunscreen this summer with Healthcare Pharmacy, Governors Square and Grand Harbour.
The Weather Report is proudly sponsored by Super Stitch Sewing and Fabric Center, your one-stop household store at 39 Pasador Place, Smith Road. Still offering the best prices in town. Call 949-2833 or go to superstitch.com.ky.
New stock has just arrived at Super Stitch. Now don't take my word for it. Drop by and see for yourself. Fresh off the boat, we have loads of fabric, vinyl upholstery fabric, fabric for cushions, outdoor fabrics, and dress fabric. That's not all. Super Stitch has sewing accessories and craft items. Included in the new shipment, you will find sheets, comforters, throw pillows, bath mats, rugs, and curtains for every room in your home. Super Stitch, 39 Pasador Place, Smith Road. Still offering the best price in town. Call 949-2833 or go to superstitch.com.ky.
Good morning. Let's take a look at the latest weather report. Synopsis indicate isolated showers along with light to moderate easterly winds and seas are expected across the Cayman area for the next 24 hours as an upper level low pressure system weakens west of the Cayman area. Radar images show isolated showers in and around the Cayman area moving west. Now the forecast for today and tonight calling for partly cloudy to cloudy skies with a 40% chance of showers. Temperatures will be in the low 90s today and fall to the upper 70s tonight. Your winds will be east to northeast at 5 to 10 knots and seas will be slight to moderate with wave heights of 3 to 5 feet. High tide will be this morning at 8:57, low tide this afternoon at 3:22 and a high tide again tonight at 10:14. The sun will set this evening at 5 minutes after 7 and will rise tomorrow morning at 5:57. And the outlook is calling for an increase in cloudiness and showers as a tropical wave moves into the Cayman area.
Super Stitch Sewing and Fabric Center was the proud sponsor of the Weather Report, your one-stop shop for all of your household items, craft items, jewelry, beads, and decorations, and much more. Call Super Stitch at 949-2833 or email customer care at superstitch.com.ky.
New stock has just arrived at Super Stitch. Now don't take my word for it. Drop by and see for yourself. Fresh off the boat, we have loads of fabric, vinyl upholstery fabric, fabric for cushions, outdoor fabrics, and dress fabric. That's not all. Super Stitch has sewing accessories and craft items. Included in the new shipment, you will find sheets, comforters, throw pillows, bath mats, rugs, and curtains for every room in your home. Super Stitch, 39 Pasador Place, Smith Road. Still offering the best price in town. Call 949-2833 or go to superstitch.com.ky.
And good morning once again. Let's take a look at what's happening on the roads. Coming from the east, steady but flowing traffic on Shamrock Road and the Linford Pearson Highway. Traffic is busy on Crew Road and steady traffic coming off of Bobby Thompson Way. On Owen Roberts Drive, traffic flowing pretty good. Moderate flow of traffic on Godfrey Nixon Way and Eastern Avenue. And on Huldah Avenue, traffic is steady. Thomas Russell Way, traffic moving along moderately. Coming from the Westway 4-way stop, light to moderate traffic flow. And traffic is moderate coming from the Butterfield roundabout heading towards the Industrial Park area on North Sound Road. That's the very latest on your traffic. Join us again at about 10 minutes after 12. We'll update you traffic-wise. Have a good morning. Buckle up.
If your business is over here, but your customers are over here, adding more yellow to your business will bring you both right here. With everyone searching yellows, print, online, and mobile app, getting your business noticed is easier than ever. Book your consultation today at findyellow.com.
Summertime is when Cayman Airways is full of people that travel to Jamaica. If you're late for checking your flight, you will lose your seat. Remember now, check-in time for Cayman Airways flight is 2 hours before departure. Make sure you're not late.
Welcome back to the Business Buzz, the business topics that matter, an insightful and fresh take on a variety of issues that impact the local business environment.
Good morning and welcome back to the second segment of today's edition of the Business Buzz that is proudly sponsored by Cayman Medical Supplies and Cayman Insurance Centre. We put the spotlight and hear more about Cayman International Girl Pageant. I am pleased to have in studio with me some of the beauty queens to hear more about the upcoming pageant, any fundraisers, and even get words of advice and encouragement. Without further ado, I want to allow the ladies in the room, starting with Miss Martinez, who is actually the director of Cayman International Girl Pageant. Miss Ivana Martinez, welcome to our show.
Hi, thank you for having us. Good morning, Cayman.
It is a pleasure to have you in studio and to tell us more. Now, let's start around the table. Let's go around the table and have these young ladies, for those of you who are fortunate enough to be streaming us live on YouTube, you can see exactly what's going on in the room. And for those who are commuting in traffic, well, you can look at this as a recap this evening once you get home or maybe even at lunch. Let's start with you, my young lady. Can you introduce yourself?
Hello, Cayman. I am 10 years old, Shantina Barnes, young Miss Cayman International Girl.
It's a pleasure. Hello, my young lady.
Hello, everyone. My name is Catalina Oliver. I am 4 years old, petite Miss Queen.
Congratulations. Young lady, can you introduce yourself?
Hello, Cayman. I am 8-year-old Cassidy Folks, your little Miss Queen, coming from Boddington.
And last but not least,
top of the morning, Cayman. This is 29-year-old Tracy Barnes-Fagan, and I'm happy to be here and to share more about International Girl.
Okay, it's a pleasure to be surrounded by beauty queens, and there's a little one over there who is doing exactly what I should have done, having breakfast. Now, she can't introduce herself, but I'm quite sure Mom can.
Good morning, Cayman. This is 7-month-old Cadelia Kelly, coming from the beautiful district of Georgetown.
You heard her babbling, I'm quite sure, when the mics got live this morning. But share with us some details on Cayman International Girl Pageant and how many years, Ivana, this has been established.
Okay, so Cayman International Girl has been around for 5 years. I just felt like Cayman needed something more than just the regular pageantry that was happening where the girls prepare to go on stage, you get that stage experience and confidence, yes, but what is the background and the backstory that we're implementing into our girls? And I just felt that it needed to have some more community base to it and etiquette training, more focus on interviewing skills and things that they could actually apply in life, in school, and everywhere else.
Now, when it comes to International Girl Pageant, where does the Cayman Islands presently stand in regards to trophies, titles, and awards over the years?
Cayman Islands has done pretty well. I think I've mentioned this before, and a lot of people know. Cayman community has been so supportive of us. Each year, they help our girls to go away, regardless if they have enough money or not. Cayman community is just so awesome, and they help us go. And because of that, we've had about, if I could put a rounded figure on it, about 100 trophies and crowns collectively, and it's been about 4 the first year, 3 the next year, 6, 7, 8, about 9 international overall titles, which means when we go away to compete with girls from all over the world, Cayman Islands is the number 1 on top.
Wow. Congratulations to all of you and even the sponsors, because we know that it would not be possible without sponsorship.
Absolutely. Again, community is awesome. Thank you so much.
Now, what are some benefits of signing up for a pageant such as Cayman International Girl?
Okay, so one of the benefits that I can say that a young lady or a baby will get from competing in this pageant is, having the exposure to open up and speak, develop their personality, and just having that exposure of walking on stage and gracing. Every girl wants to be a princess, and this is your moment, and this is the pageant that you need to be in to have that moment.
What is the age range of girls that usually participate in this pageant?
Well, my daughter has been in it since she's 3 months old. I have 2 daughters in the pageant. Both of them started when they were 3 months old. And she's been there 5 years, and this little one has been in it for the past 3 months.
Pretty much all her life.
All her life, yeah.
What kind of feedback have you received from parents, especially those that have watched the girls grow and mature through even the pageant?
I've had many different experiences. You'll have some sad faces, some happy tears, some sad tears. But basically, I just keep encouraging the parents to understand that each year is a growing experience, and even though you don't win the title, your girl, your child, your daughter is still gaining. They're gaining friendships, they're gaining everlasting skills that can be transferred. Katty was a bit shyer when she started, and now if you see her on stage, you'll think it's a completely different child. She's blowing people away. Parents are excited, they're happy. They always say, thank you for making my daughter shine brighter, for making her personality come out more, for giving her the confidence to go out in public when she couldn't before. And you can see it in school, because then they come and say, she went up in front of the class and she did her project. Normally she was afraid to speak in front of them. And so again, it's life skills that they can transfer in other areas.
Mm-hmm. Catalia, you like being on the stage?
Yes, Mom.
What is your most favorite part about preparing to go away? Is it going away, or is it speaking and meeting new people?
Walking on the stage.
Go, girl.
I'm telling you, she loves that stage.
Now tell us about the how they prepare for these pageants.
Okay, Shantina, you want to answer? How did you prepare for this pageant?
How I prepared was come to practice every Sunday, and
Saturday.
We sold lots of cakes and we raised money on Saturdays. So we prepared and raised lots of money.
Okay. Now, Cayman International Girl is going into its 5th year, I think you said. What can we expect from the ladies in the upcoming 2019 International Girl Pageant?
Okay, so basically we did the one in Cayman in April. So now these are the queens for 2019 that are going away to represent Cayman in Texas. I'm very excited each year for my girls, but I'm even more excited now because it's 5 years, and I feel like every time we go, we make a mark. You know, Cayman is small, but we have a big heart, and we're ready to do our best wherever we go and leave a mark. And I just feel that we're taking over a good group of girls, and they've worked so hard, countless practices. Cassidy, if you want to join me here in telling me what did you do to prepare, just to let people understand the level of work, which is why I say to parents, it's not about the crown and going on stage and looking pretty. It's about what your daughter takes away from this.
What I did was I was learning good table manners from Miss Christina, and I was practicing my interview. Each day I come to practice at South Sound Civic Center and doing casual wear, formal wear, and other different types of stuff.
Okay, excellent. I mean, these ladies, even how they're projecting themselves and the confidence that I'm seeing here, this can only blossom into bigger and better things as you go into being an adult. Miss Tracy Barnes, you're the current International Mistress Queen. Share with us about your journey and how it's been like.
My journey is remarkable, and I'm happy to be a part of this system. Growing up, I've been a part of 3 other systems. I've been international with the other systems as well, and I'm looking forward for the international pageant that's coming in literally 1 week, just to showcase what I have, my talents, everything, and also my girls that are my pageant sister here with me, just to see them on stage. It gives me goosebumps to know that we're literally days away, and we're going to blow it away. Cayman, watch out, come back, we're going to show you what we have.
Now, what do you like most about pageant, and what are some duties that a reigning queen must perform?
Some of the duties that a reigning queen must perform is community presence. So we will do the various things in the community. So such as going to an old people's home to assist with cleaning up the yard. There's various activities providing help to the needy in the community. And with that said, even though it's considered somewhat of a work, it's a pleasure to give back to our community because they gave to us to make this happen. So all of those dollar donations that they would give us when we do cake sales is a way to give back to our community, and we look forward into ensuring that our community is stand up.
You're in tune to Radio Cayman's Business Buzz as we put the spotlight and hear more about Cayman International Girl Pageant. Studios full of beauty queens this morning of all ages, even in the background for a language that we don't understand. We're hearing the babbles of a beauty queen. Keep it locked to the Business Buzz for more after these short messages.
Don't take chances with your family's future or your valuable assets. Always be prepared and ensure your family is provided for. Cayman Insurance Center specializes in life, property, motor, health, and liability at the most competitive premiums and affordable rates on island. Call Michael Webster today at 925-5433 for life insurance, or Denise Brown at 814-7229 for property insurance. Call them today for all your insurance needs.
At Kirk's Home Center, we can make your life much better. We got it all together. We got a great deal in store for you.
This week at Kirk Home Center, eliminate clutter and maximize space with Closet Maid's 9-cubicle organizer for $69.49. Perfect hair and makeup anywhere with Revlon's portable lighted vanity mirror for $39.99. Give your home a new look with gold exterior latex primer, 5 gallons for $99.99. And enjoy summer nights outside with an easy-to-assemble gazebo with mosquito netting for $157.49.
Kirk's Home Center, we got a great deal in store for you.
Welcome back to the Business Buzz, the business topics that matter, an insightful and fresh take on a variety of issues that impact the local business environment. Business Buzz.
Welcome back to the Business Buzz, keeping the spotlight on hearing more about Cayman International Girl Pageant. Room is full of beauty queens this morning, but back in 2015, Cayman's International Girls represented the Cayman Islands amazingly well in Texas, winning 3 overall titles in Oklahoma, where they won 4 overall titles in 2016 and another overall title in Atlanta in 2017. They continue to grow each year, strength by strength, and it helps girls, youth development program, and more than just a pageant. It assists girls with public speaking, etiquette, training, community service, and so much more. It's mandated for the girls to also engage in community events and charities. Telling us more this morning is Miss Martinez, Miss Ivana Martinez, and she's brought along some beauty queens with her. Now, what in a week's time you're going to Texas. How do you all build for this momentum? How are you all? We know that there's constant practicing, and with the mark that you've made internationally, what does it take to maintain that level?
Okay, so I think it just takes lots of persistence and encouragement. Keep letting the girls understand that no one's perfect. You're never going to get it perfect, and you don't have to impress anyone. Just do your best. No matter what you do, it's the best you that you can put forward. You don't have to speak like someone else, or you don't have to give what you think is the appropriate answer. I always tell the girls, be you, because who can do it better than you? Mm-hmm. No one can be a better you than you. And that's what the judges want to see. They want to see you. When you get asked the question, you don't have to be nervous. You don't have to be afraid, because at the end of the day, they're just trying to learn about you. They're trying to find out who you are.
Now, Miss Tracy Barnes, I got to pick on you. International Miss. It has been said that we are glued to our smartphones too much. If you had a cell phone or a TV to distract you for a day, which would you spend your time?
I would definitely say in this day and age, it would be my telephone. TV has been there for many, many years. And growing up, as you know, in the Caribbean, we don't allow our child to have a phone until a certain age. So having that opportunity now as a woman that I can have the latest gadget, I can upgrade, I will definitely go with a telephone.
Okay. What advice would you offer to young girls or ladies who may be thinking of entering Cayman International Girl Pageant?
What I would say to these young ladies out there in Cayman is that not every time you enter a pageant you may win, but you will definitely learn something. Mm-hmm. And this is my second time ever winning a pageant. However, it has been over my 5th time entering in a pageant, and every time I entered, I definitely left the mark. I definitely have experienced so much pageantry, levels of etiquette, learning so much from other girls. It's just amazing. And I mean, never feel shy, because you would definitely, portray something that someone else beside you would not portray as well. And the judges will see that.
Right. Just joining us in studio, I think we've been joined by Miss Medina. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you introduce yourself?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Delaney Medina. I am 17 years old, and I am the reigning Miss Teen.
How have you found your journey after winning this title?
Well, it was good because I was being the Sapphire Queen or Princess or Miss Beauty, and this is my first year winning Miss Teen Miss. So it's very good, and it's a good experience.
So are you excited to be going off to Texas in the next couple of days, literally?
Yes, Mom, Saturday. I'm so excited. I've been preparing for this for so long. This whole entire month, I've been getting ready, getting my stuff ready, my talent. It's just amazing.
Now, you're only talking to me. There's nobody else in the room. What's going on in your head when you're, gracing the stage in those beautiful outfits? And have it ever thought about, what if they ask me a question that I don't know the answer for that? How do you prepare for the best, but yet expect, for both?
Well, before I answer the question, I would think about it in my head and see if it makes sense or if it's appropriate for what I'm going to say in person, because it's not just me who will be listening to it. It's not myself talking. There's other people that will be listening, but then be like, oh, that's not the right answer. So I would say it in my head first, and then I will say it out loud, if it makes sense.
How have your friends embraced you since you've actually won this title?
They feel so proud of me. They be like, oh, you won, that's so good, congrats. And they're so happy. And very helpful.
What would you say to those girls or young ladies who may be thinking about entering beauty pageants as a whole? And, there are some stigmas that go along with it. I don't think it's, what would you say to those who are just thinking about?
If they were thinking about it, they should join it, because before I joined this pageant, I was very shy. I wasn't that much of a speaker. I wasn't communicating with others. After I joined this pageant, I can go on stage, I can talk, I can go up to anyone, talk to them, make a conversation. This pageant had helped me out a lot, especially for interviews.
Excellent. Now, share some details on your various fundraisers that are having leading up to your departure in a week's time.
Okay, so basically we're at the end of it now. Today, matter of fact, at 2 p.m. we're going to be back here to do the raffle drawing for one of our biggest fundraisers. That's the biggest one that we do. The girls have the task to go out and speak with vendors in the community and ask them, tell them what the program is about, and get the donations for the raffle prizes. Most people, let's say 95%, are donated. Some, you get it at a discounted rate, or some parents just want to go ahead and buy it and put it in as the part of the raffle. These raffles are only $5, and the prizes are amazing, and that's the main fundraiser that we do. We also we've had bake sales. We've had, I think that's about it. We've done bake sales and
Seafood sale.
The seafood sale. That was the best one. People asked me to bring it back, but we normally do 2 a year because it's so good. But we only were able to do 1 this year, which was fine. It was successful as usual. So we did the seafood sale, lots of different bake sales. Thank you to Foster's and Cost You Less, A.L. Thompson for giving us the spot to go out there and do it. Kirk Supermarket also gave us the opportunity. Thank you so much. So the girls went out there, they sell their bake sales, their goodies, and the raffle ticket is basically the one that's the most.
What is the importance of giving back to the community and working with local charities, in your opinion?
I think it is very important to instill into our young ladies of all ages that it is important to care about others. I think in this day and age, sometimes people forget to remember each other, and it's a go-getter mentality of just me moving forward, forget about the rest. And I think that people need to understand that as a community, helping each other, we go further no matter what. It's not good if only one person is on the high end of things in the beam and everyone else is struggling. That's not a happy community. In the end, it's not going to work out. So people need to understand that the best way to live together is to work together and do for each other. So it takes nothing from a person to go out, help someone, clean someone's yard, clean up the beaches. We did a beach cleanup. We have a back to school drive that's coming up again. It was an annual thing. We didn't get to do one last year, but definitely bringing it back this year. We have people that want to partner with us with that. Logic is one of them. So again, K-Mankind is all around, and I love our community, and that's something that we need to instill into our girls. Each year we choose a charity of choice. This year we did the Cayman Heart Fund for kids with congenital heart defects, and again we raised lots of money, and all that money went to them. So yeah, that's community is important.
Where do you see this pageant going in the future? Where do you see the pageant going in the future?
I see it growing and growing. I'm ecstatic that it's already 5 years. I honestly can't believe that 5 years has gone by. And I see another 10, 15, 20 years, and I see our girls becoming more and more prepared for higher pageantry like Miss Teen, Miss Cayman, Miss Universe, because sometimes we have beautiful girls. They're very smart, but they can't portray it well when it comes to an interview or going on stage. And so they come in at 17 or 18 and they want to do pageantry to try to get a scholarship. And then they missed it just by that much because they didn't have enough training or grooming. So if you start from young, that's just going to make it better, because our girls are going to be able to speak, and speaking works anywhere because communication is the key thing in the world.
I agree. Now, there must be some companies, corporate sponsors that have worked with you over the years that have always been with you. Now is an opportunity.
Yeah, I'm going to make Lisa tune in on that, because she has been one of the persons that has gotten many, many sponsors through the years.
Our yearly sponsor that we've been getting is, for one, is Paint Pros. We have had Ruby's Gas. We've had Turtle Farm. We're Captain Morgan's. We have had Marvin, sorry. We have had various beauty salons. Mm-hmm. We've also had dinners from various restaurants over the whole entire island. We've also had Miss Saku had sponsored some photos, some pictures, I think 2 years in a row. We've also had Atlantic Kids. We've also had Chicken, which is, different restaurants. We have Simboko. We have had
a number of corporate sponsors.
A lot.
Radio Cayman
for one. Every year, we must say, Radio Cayman has been a big support. They have allowed us on the last week before we're ready to go. We're always here to let the community know, that we're preparing, that we're leaving, and to help us put out the sponsor.
Leaving and coming back with crowns.
And coming back with crowns, and I am so proud of Cayman International Girl. Like I said, I've been a member of it since it started. Very first, my daughter was the very first one to win the crown, both locally and overseas. I've also past queen as well, internationally and locally. And I'm happy that I'm still a family member of this pageant, and I will continue and encourage other people out there to come and do it, because my daughter is very shy. And right now, if you see her, I have to wonder every day what a bloom of a butterfly she is, because she's no longer shy. She practices. And if I don't practice with her, she's like, Mommy, I need to practice. So, I've put her there to get that confidence. And
now you got it.
And now I got it. Now she's not letting go, and she wants her little sister to be the same, because as she born, the first thing she said to me, Mommy, my little sister has to go on the stage with me. So I didn't have a choice of not saying that the other one couldn't go. So there you go.
Keep it locked to the Business Buzz for more when we come back.
Oh, gosh.
Don't let the stress of taking care of loved ones get you down.
Home care, now made easier with Cayman Medical Supplies. 100% Caymanian owned. Cayman Medical Supplies now stocks a wide range of home care supplies. Hospital beds, all types of wheelchairs, including beach access wheelchairs, lifts, commodes, shower chairs, walkers, Curad brand orthopedic supplies. Free blood glucose monitors with the purchase of 1 pack of test strips, blue underpads, and a whole lot more.
Need home care convenience? Drop by Cayman Medical Supplies at 93 Smith Road, Windward Center, or call 949-6211. Free delivery.
At Logic, we make things better for our customers. It's why we're offering free Boost Wi-Fi. With Boost, you get improved Wi-Fi connectivity everywhere in your home, so there's no more dead zones. The only people we're not making this better for is parents. Because now, with seamless Wi-Fi in every room in your home, go to your room isn't really the punishment it used to be. Sorry about that. Sign up now for any Logic Bundle package and get free Boost Wi-Fi for a limited time. Visit logic.ky for details.
Welcome back to the Business Buzz, the business topics that matter, an insightful and fresh take on a variety of issues that impact the local business environment. Business Buzz.
Welcome back to the Business Buzz, and home stretch here, and speaking and putting the spotlight on Cayman International Girl Pageant. Being joined by a room of beauty queens this morning, and it would not be possible without the sponsorship of Cayman Medical Supplies and Cayman Insurance Center. Ladies, I know you're excited going to Texas in 1 week. You put in all your work. You continue to put in all the work. Despite coming home with the crown, people may think, oh, it's relaxation. She's just going to bask in all of her glory. But there's hard work that goes with this, from parents, families, and even yourselves. You have a standard to uphold and maintain. We can follow you on social media, definitely. But going away in 7 days and being featured on the Business Buzz today, what would you like to leave with our listening audience this morning so that they can remember you? Miss Medina.
Well, I just want to say that when I go away, I will try my very best. I can't tell you that I will win or who is going to win, but I will go try my best, make Cayman proud, represent Cayman. And also, I would love to thank everybody out there that is supporting us. We are on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram as Cayman International Girls. You can look us up there. We will be there. We'll be posting, updating everything what is happening overseas.
Okay, thank you very much, and all the best to you, young lady.
Thank you.
Miss Shantina Barnes, what would you like to say and leave with our listening and viewing audience this morning?
Well,
I would like to leave is I will do my very best when I go away. I'm not sure if I'm going to win or not win, but I'm going to make lots of international friends and go and do my best.
Go, girl. That's the spirit. And all the best to you. Miss Catalia Oliver, what would you like to say and leave with our listening and viewing audience this morning?
Thank you.
You're thanking all of the people for their support.
Yes, Mom.
Well, Miss Oliver, all the best to you.
What I would like to say is, even if I don't win, I still tried my best.
And we want to wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Miss Tracy Barnes. Because we have to leave the youngest one for the last one.
What I'd like to leave with the people of Cayman is that we're going to go as a team, support each other there, and regardless of the results, we did our very, very best, and we're going to come back, and Cayman, we're going to show you what we displayed in the international scene.
Okay, and from the littlest one in the room.
Well, we're going to go and do our best. We're going to go as a family. We're going to go as a team, and we're going to go show them the real good Cayman kind, and show them how we pull together back in our little small island. We might be small, but we're powerful. And I want everybody to know that we would like for you guys to continue to support us in everything that we do. Like Delaney said, you can check out the Facebook and Instagram. We will be updating daily. We will try to do some lives, but we're not sure. But surely we'll be doing pictures that everybody can see what's happening. It's not just all fun, guys. It's one whole week of, hard work. Every day is something different. Every day is a competition. And we bear in mind that it's not just the Cayman Island. It's not just, we have Africa. We have various places in the States that we're going to go up against. And trust me, we're very excited this year. We have a new team, and I think we're going to do very well with the team that we have. I feel very confident with listening to them in practice. They have come a far way from when we first started, and I think that this year we're going to come back with at least. I'm aiming for 4 crowns, but if we come back with more, I'll be happy for that as well.
Good. Thank you so much. Now, if persons would like to learn more information on Cayman International Girl Program, how can they get more information or details?
Okay, so I can either be reached on Facebook. You can do an instant message on Cayman International Girl Facebook pageant page. We also have an Instagram page, as people mentioned. I'm not an Instagram guru, so I really don't know how that works. That's Miss Priscilla Pucci. That's my second hand in arms. And, of course, my email address works as well. Cayman International Girl Pageant @gmail.com. We also have a website. It's International Girl. That's the international headquarters, and there's a link to the Cayman Islands on there as well. And, phone numbers still exist, 325-6006. You can contact me on that. We do early registration in January, so I hope to see you all out there. Ready and willing to put your daughter. I know some people might be thinking, but my daughter is shy. That's exactly why she needs to come to this program. That's what we need. We're going to help her break out of her shell, and you won't recognize your child. It'll be her, but increasingly more confident and able to speak with confidence that you'll be so shocked to see.
Well, ladies, it has been a pleasure, and thank you for allowing us here on Radio Cayman's Business Buzz to put the spotlight on your organization and for what you're doing for so much young ladies. We want to wish each and every one of you success, and we hope to follow you on social media and see how you guys are doing over there.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you.
It has been a pleasure having these young ladies of this beauty pageant as Cayman International Girl Pageant join us here on the Business Buzz. We want to thank them. And again, Cayman wish you all success. The Business Buzz is proudly sponsored by Cayman Medical Supplies. Give them a call, 949-6211. And also by Cayman Insurance Center, celebrating 45 years in the Cayman Islands, specializing in property, life, and other lines of insurance products and services. We want to thank our producer of the show, Susan, and she's also manning the boards. And to you, our loyal listeners and viewers. Until Thursday, have a safe and fabulous Tuesday.
Business Buzz is proudly sponsored by insurance agents Michael Webster and Denise Brown from Cayman Insurance Center, specializing in life and property insurance. Don't take chances with your family's future.
all over the world. And I've been in love with many, many girls. Of all the girls that I have met, you are the one girl that I can't forget. 'Cause you're my companion girl. You're my companion girl. You're my companion girl. You're my companion girl. African girls are nice, nice girls. French girls too. But when it comes to love, I give the credit to you. You know how to do your thing to make a guy feel nice. Give him all your good old love and know it satisfies. 'Cause you're my companion girl. You're my companion girl. You're my companion girl. You're my companion girl. Whoa, whoa, yeah.